Tadashi Yanai, the head of Uniqlo, recently made comments about Xinjiang cotton, a topic that has been highly controversial and sensitive in recent times. He stated that the company avoids using cotton sourced from the Xinjiang region due to concerns over human rights abuses. This statement sparked a huge backlash in China, where many consumers are very sensitive about international perceptions of their country. Many Chinese consumers felt deeply offended by Yanai's comments, interpreting them as an attack on their national pride. They see Uniqlo as turning its back on China, a country that has been a significant market for the brand. This situation is serious for Uniqlo, as China represents a substantial portion of their global sales. China is their biggest market, and losing the trust and business of Chinese consumers could have severe financial repercussions. Losing Chinese customers could really hurt the company, potentially leading to store closures and significant revenue losses. Social media exploded with criticism of Uniqlo, with many users expressing their anger and disappointment. The hashtag Uniqlo founder said not using cotton from Xinjiang went viral, spreading rapidly across various platforms. Millions of people saw it and joined the conversation, amplifying the outrage and calling for action. Many called for a boycott of Uniqlo, urging others to stop buying the brand's clothes as a form of protest. They urged others to stop buying the brand's clothes, hoping to send a strong message to the company. This kind of online movement can be very damaging to a company's reputation, potentially leading to long-term consequences for Uniqlo's business operations in China and beyond. Uniqlo is not the first company to face this problem in China. H&M faced similar backlash. They also expressed concerns about Xinjiang cotton. Chinese consumers reacted strongly. They boycotted H&M stores, and online platforms removed the brand. H&M had to close stores in China. This shows the potential consequences for companies that offend Chinese consumers. Uniqlo is in a difficult position. Western countries have raised concerns about human rights in Xinjiang. They have imposed restrictions on goods from the region. This puts pressure on companies like Uniqlo. They need to comply with these regulations. At the same time, they cannot afford to alienate China. Uniqlo relies heavily on China for manufacturing. The vast majority of their products are made in Chinese factories, where labor is both skilled and relatively affordable. This dependency has allowed Uniqlo to maintain competitive pricing and high-quality standards. The company's CEO admitted that moving production out of China would be impossible. He emphasized that the infrastructure and expertise available in China are unparalleled, making it a critical hub for their operations. China has a well-developed and efficient supply chain for clothing. This network includes everything from raw material suppliers to logistics providers, all working seamlessly to ensure timely production and delivery. It would be very costly and difficult for Uniqlo to replicate this elsewhere. The financial burden of setting up new supply chains and training workers in another country would be enormous. Uniqlo now faces a critical decision. They must weigh the benefits of staying in China against the potential risks and costs associated with geopolitical tensions. They could apologize to China and hope to regain trust. This might help them maintain their current operations, but could be seen as a sign of weakness. But this could upset Western consumers and governments. Many Western stakeholders are increasingly critical of companies that appear to be too reliant on China. They could stand by their comments and risk losing the Chinese market. This would be a bold move, potentially leading to significant financial losses and operational disruptions. Or they could try to find a middle ground. But this is becoming increasingly difficult. The geopolitical landscape is complex, and finding a solution that satisfies all parties is a daunting task. Uniqlo's experience is a warning to other companies. It highlights the risks of over-reliance on a single country for manufacturing and the importance of diversifying supply chains. Navigating geopolitical tensions is a major challenge for global businesses today. Companies must be agile and prepared to adapt to rapidly changing political and economic landscapes.